Hey guys, it's Matt, trained over 943. In today's video, we're going to be checking out this Union Pacific SD70ACe from Lionel. Like always, the history of the SD70ACe can be found in the video description. That way we can spend more time focusing on the model itself, running it, and taking a peek at the details. I'm just going to summarize this engine by saying it's a typical Lionel legacy diesel, and by that I mean if you own other legacy diesels like the AC6000 or the SD60E or the ES44s and that kind of thing, you can expect the same level of performance and quality of those engines as you can from this. This is a really nice, well-built model that sounds amazing and really looks great. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a peek at some of the details and then we'll run it. Alright, so we'll start taking a look at some detail. On the pilot here we have a snowplow, and it comes on the engine when you buy it, although if you want to remove it there are some screws back here and you can loosen those and then the snowplow will come right off. We have a coupler cut bar right here. We got some MU hoses down here. Then we also have an operating coupler that can be thrown using any one of the Lionel remotes, and also a conventional transformer. This engine will run on anything you could ever want. Moving up some more, we have these handrail stanchion pieces with the safety chain in the middle here. We have operating ditch lights, and depending on what mode you have the ditch lights set to, you can control the pulse effect and you can control whether they're on or off. And these are LED ditch lights. All the lights on this engine are LEDs, so you don't have to worry about replacing any light bulbs, which is nice. And then we have the UP shield right here, and also this door. It does open. There's nothing behind it, but it does open up. Coming up on the nose, we have these sand fill caps. We have some grab irons here and there. We have these windshield wipers on the windows, lighted number boards, and an operating headlight. Here's a close-up of the truck side frames on the engine. As you guys can see, they look really nice. We have a bell right here, and then also right under here we have some ground lights. Now there's one here and then there's one on the other side of the engine, and they are really nice. They have a very nice color to them. They are sort of a yellow incandescent kind of bulb. Although they are an LED, it has the look of an incandescent. It looks really nice. And unlike the previous SD70s, which had kind of a blue light, like I said, the light on this is kind of a yellow, and it looks really nice. It looks a lot more prototypical than the blue ones did. And I'm very happy to see that Lionel has done that. And also we have the builder's plate, and then we have the road number 8360. Moving up on the side of the cab here, we have these windows, and these of course do move. We have the little mirror or windscreen, whatever you want to call it, and then we have the sunshade right here. Now, unlike the previous SD70s, as you guys can see, this goes all the way through the side of the cab. On the previous ones, it kind of stopped. It was only on this section of it. It wasn't here or here, it was just here. And this looks really nice. I like this a lot. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a Union Pacific engine without the big American flag on the side, so there you go. We also have the UP and the Building America name right here, which of course that's another trademark of a Union Pacific engine. And then down here on the fuel tank we have the tanks, and then we have some separately painted items right there. As far as the rear of the engine goes, it's not much that we haven't already seen. We have the same truck frame detail, the same pilot detail minus the snowplow. Of course we have an operating coupler, got the stanchions with the safety chain. We have the number 8360 on the back, and then we have a LED reverse light. Up on top of the engine here we have some detail on top of the cab in the form of a couple domes, which looks really nice. Moving down some more, we have some lift rings right here. We have the smokestack, which of course has an operating smoke unit inside. To fill it, just pour your fluid right down the stack there. And then we have a horn. Next up we have the radiator section of the engine, and just like the previous SD70s, pull this up, you have your controls, which has the volume, the run program, smoke, and Odyssey switches. Then we have the motor, and then also back here we have the compartment for the 9-volt battery. And for those of you who don't know, the 9-volt battery is there to keep the sounds alive should you cycle the power or there be a dead spot on the track or something. It keeps the sounds on so they don't just cut out. So that's what that's there for. Alright, so that's going to take care of the review part of this video, and in just a second I'll go ahead and fire this engine up and you guys can hear it. Sounds really good. Now, one thing I do want to make note of, and it's kind of been a hot topic these days, knowing the fact it's kind of brand new and everybody's, giving their opinions on it, is that this engine and all of the legacy engines going forward will no longer include the orange modules. And like I said, on the forum, there are people throwing their opinions left and right about it. A lot of people hate it, and some people like me like it. Because for me, when new engines come, the second I order them, I throw them in my computer and do the name and everything that way. I never use the modules. Even new engines that I get that have them, I don't even use them. So that's just me. If you use the orange module, you'll just have to enter all the information in, although Lionel did make a video on this. So if you want to check that out, it's on Lionel's YouTube channel. Just go ahead and check it out for yourself. So that's all I'm going to say about it. And if you want to see the fireworks, go to the OGR forum. It's up there. So anyways, let's go ahead and fire this engine up and give it a listen. Okay, we're about ready to go here. So real quickly before we go, I'll give you guys my favorite feature on this thing, and then we'll go ahead and fire it up. My favorite feature on this is the horn. It has an amazing sound to the horn, and it's very refreshing to hear a nice sounding horn, because usually Lionel kind of puts the same horn in a lot of their engines, and not only is it not very prototypical, but sometimes the selection of horn that they choose can be very annoying, like that screechy thing that they had in the NS Heritage SD70s is one that really comes to mind. They used it in pretty much every engine they made for a couple years, and it got really annoying because, like I said, it's not prototypical for everything, and plus it just was not a very great sounding horn. So, but anyway, we have a really nice horn in this one. It's actually the same horn that's in the F40PH diesel, if any of you guys ordered those, and those have shipped. That's a really good horn. That's the same horn that's in this, so you'll hear it in just a second here. Alright, so on my legacy remote on slot 83 I have the engine pulled up, so let's go ahead and start it up.
This is the yard office. Do you copy? I copy that. Over. Get her set up running. Your train will be ready at 17:30. Over. Yes, sir. Start up and stand by. Out.
Alright, so as I said, my favorite feature on this engine is the horn. You guys can hear it right now. Really good sound. It has a great echo effect to it. Sounds really good. It sounds even better when you do a crossing sound sequence. I'll try one real quick. Here's the bell. It has a great sound to it too. It kind of fades out. It sounds really good. Next up we'll hear the RPM sounds. Now one thing I like to do is I like to turn up the bass on the engine using the EFX effects, and that will give some more bass to the sound system. It sounds really good. So let's go ahead and hear the RPMs. before we pull this engine out, I'll give you guys the crew talk sounds. Now I know some of you guys don't like the crew talk, but recently here Lionel has a new script for the crew talk, so it sounds really cool. Let's give it a listen.
Dispatcher, error is made. Brake test complete. Are we clear to pull? Over. Might be a few minutes. Watch for your signal. Yes, sir. Holding for a signal. Out. Tower, can we move yet? Over. Sit tight for a minute. We've got some traffic to clear first. Over. Okay. Standing by. Out. This is the Yardmaster. Please hold at your location. Over. Copy that. Sitting tight. Out.
One more.
This is the Yardmaster. You're clear to proceed. Over. Acknowledged. I've got clear boards. Out.
Alright, I have some cars behind the engine. Let's go ahead and roll it out here.
Dispatcher, we're on the move. Over. Copy that. Have a good run. Out. This is the tower. Go to slow speed. Over. Acknowledged. Slow speed. Tower, are we clear through the diamond? Over. Your route is line. Good signal indication. Over. Very good. All clear ahead. Out. Tower, how's the track look? Am I clear? Over. Roger that. Keep her rolling. Over. Copy that. Clear signals ahead. Out. This is the yard office. Cleared inbound. Over. Thank you, sir. Approaching now. Out. Tower, arrived and in position. Over. Thanks, sir. Good run. Out. See you next trip, dispatcher. Out.
Alright guys, that wraps it up for this review. As you saw in the video here, this is an amazing engine that looks great and has an amazing sound set to it. If you're interested in purchasing one of these retail for $650 and they just shipped, and I believe the pre-order price was around $530 or so, and I believe now that they're at dealers I think they're like $550 or so. But if you can pick one up, I definitely would recommend it. It's an amazing piece. So that's going to wrap it up for this review. Until the next one, I'm Matt, channel of 943. Take it easy, guys.